Prime Minister Alan Chastanet has slowly opened the doors for more businesses to operate as the island straddles the fine line between safety and convenience. A partial shutdown in effect from April 14th to 26, 2020 includes the continuation of the 7 p.m. to 5 a.m. curfew. However, the Prime Minister has allowed hardware service suppliers to open their doors to facilitate home improvements in the wake of a dry spell.
Cabinet has agreed to maintain the existing partial shutdown, scale-down operations for the period of April 14th until April 26, 2020. We've agreed to expand the activities under the hardware service as well as home suppliers to include emergency renovation and maintenance activities at the household level to facilitate water storage, plumbing maintenance in preparation for the drought alert.
This reprieve granted by the government was not without scrutiny from some quarters on social media. Chastanet, however, notes that the decision was not taken lightly and failure to comply with social distancing and hygiene protocols will result in closure of these entities. Moreover, he says the government will maintain its position on the decision to implement 2 geographic zones to manage containment and mitigation efforts to slow the spread of COVID-19.
The zoning was certainly to be able to use Soufriere and Vieux Fort as the centers in the south, and then to use Castries and Rodney Bay as the 2 centers up north. And this is why the 2 denneries were included in the northern track, or as we call it, 758. And then on 759, they would have had Soufriere and Vieux Fort. But these things were put in place specifically to be able to control the crowd.
Furthermore, Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George cautions St. Lucians to not lose sight of the target and continue to abide by the protocols put in place to flatten the curve.
We need to keep focused on sustaining the gains made nationally in keeping the curve flat. It is imperative that we work together to keep our population safe. We are not out of the woods. We are still at the beginning of the COVID-19 threat.
Meanwhile, the Ministry of Commerce urges manufacturers and home convenience stores which produce and sell essential items to visit www.commerce.gov.lc for application forms and relevant documents to request permission to resume business operations. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.